Welcome in Mustang Network. Mike Cantrell here. I get a chance to sit down with Coach Voss-Osborne in the middle of district play, and we get a chance to talk about your Lady Mustangs again, who are playing pretty well right now, kind of hot.
Yes, sir.
Well, it's awesome having you here, and just talking about, we are in the middle of district play. You guys are 19-6 overall and 6-0 in district play, which is obviously right where you want to be.
Right.
But it also means everyone is gunning for you
Yes.
and trying to knock you off. Talk a little bit about last weekend. Obviously, it was, traveling to the Metroplex, taking on Grace Prep and Grapevine, two good teams in a back-to-back situation. We got the W's, which was awesome to come away there 2-0. What did you guys learn from that, and what was that like last week in the Metroplex?
I think one really great thing about our kids is that we do travel really well, and I think it's just because that's all they've ever known. We travel a lot. A lot of people, our whole district is there, aside from Trinity. So we have gotten into a routine, and we do a really great job of traveling. Grace Prep and Grapevine Faith, they're both great programs. We've done a really great job. Having that Tuesday off is super helpful. Us having 4 days to really practice and kind of scout helps us tremendously. And we do what we do, so we know a little bit about each player, and we break them down and their offensive or their defensive, kind of what they may do, but we do focus a whole lot on just us. And so we know that if we are at the top of our game offensively and defensively, then really what they do isn't going to matter so much. So as far as like scouting and getting ready for them and things like that, we know who the key players are, and we just rock and roll. We get up early on Saturday and we eat breakfast, go over our scouting report a little bit, and then we just go play ball again. Yeah,
it's a lot of fun, I'm sure, but at the end of the day, you have, 10, 12 teenagers that you're taking that you're taking on the road and that have to sleep and have to take care of their bodies and have to be mentally prepared, on Saturday. So awesome job there. It's interesting. We talked a little bit with Coach Chris Ryburn, and Coach actually presented a challenge of game planning for two teams. Having to win that Friday night game, and then but you also have to sort of game plan. You don't have a lot of time turnaround for the Saturday, but you kind of bring a little different perspective that fits your philosophy a little bit. Is not having that Tuesday game really allows you to get better fundamentally and take care of yourself. What are some of the things that you guys do to work on yourselves during the week as you prepare for a weekend like that?
Right. So Monday is kind of our rest day. Like we don't really work out super hard on Mondays. We kind of try to get our legs back underneath us. We do a lot of shooting on Mondays. We'll get anywhere upwards of probably 3,000 to 4,000 makes during that for our group. That's our goal every Monday.
That's fantastic.
Is to get up and we don't really get up and down the floor a whole lot. We shoot the ball. And then Tuesday is our defensive practice. It's where we focus a lot on just little things that maybe we need to tweak or get better at, or things that we're going to do against the opponent this next week. We'll work on situational type things like that. Wednesday is our scrimmage type day where we get up and down the floor and really get after what we're going to do this weekend. And Thursday, again, is another kind of rest day-ish where we focus a little bit more on the other team. And we just kind of walk through a little bit of the things that they might do, things that hurt us previously when we played them. And then Fridays, it's, game day. And then Saturday, at home, it looks a little different for us. We get up here on Saturday mornings and we have a shoot around and we talk about some things, kind of what we would do in the hotel. Both hotels we've stayed in have had really great meeting rooms. And so we've been able to watch film and then kind of walk through some things before we actually go play somewhere. So at home, it's no different. We'll watch a little film and then walk through just a few things, get some shots up and play again. Yeah.
Wow, what a great high school experience for these ladies. Obviously, we've talked a lot about your mentality and all that. Where do you really feel like this part of the season, most of your leadership is coming from? Like, which players are really have ramped up in the area of leadership and helping to really bring that winning culture to the Lady Mustangs?
Yeah, I think, at this part of the season, I think it's starting to creep in that, we're at the end, and like we're finished the first half, and we're nearing the finish line as far as like, we only have really a full month of basketball left. And so senior leadership has really come into play big time. And so, which has been great, fantastic. Amara is a great vocal leader for us. She knows her role on the floor, and she plays it super well.
Yeah.
When she's on the bench, she is the loudest one, encouraging her teammates all the time. Haley Cook has kind of stepped up in her game role as far as being a leader in, during the games and stuff. And Mackenzie's the same way. You'll never really hear Mackenzie a lot, but the way she plays kind of speaks for itself.
Yeah.
So, really just those senior leaders. And then of course they've all really kind of stepped into some sort of leadership role in what they do. And they're not afraid to hold each other accountable. And, when we walk into practice, they know like it's go time. And sometimes it gets a little silly sometimes, but there are some that will say, we need to dial it back just a little bit because she's about to get angry. So it's nice to have that. So, really, I just can't pick just one.
Yeah, that's great. Well, they did definitely, provide a lot of leadership. I love seeing Mackenzie, scrapping for those rebounds and all those ladies you talked about bring that energy. And I really, really think have laid a great foundation for the culture, the type of basketball program you guys want to be.
Yes, sir.
So let's talk a little bit about this weekend. So we got a big weekend coming up, Friday night, white out. And then like we talked about, the quick turnaround into an afternoon game. So All Saints coming in here on Friday night is going to present some challenges for you guys. And then Southwest Christian on Saturday. Just talk a little bit about what we can expect this weekend.
You said it earlier. We have kind of painted we have a target on our backs, and that's not a position that we're familiar with. We're used to being the ones in the dog fight. That's we're the small dog in the big dog fight normally. This year's it's just the opposite for us, and so I think more than anything, like All Saints is going to come in. They're going to do what they do. They have a great team. They have two really outstanding players, two players going on to one is going to the D2 level and one's going to the D1 level. And so we did a great job of doing exactly what we wanted to do with those two. So if we can do that again, I think we'll be all right. But they're going to come in, they're going to work really hard. They don't like losing, and I don't think they really liked losing to us. And so they're going to come in ready. Southwest is the same way. They have a new coach. They're under new leadership this year. And so they're kind of going through some growing pains and adjusting to his style and things like that. But they're one of those teams where you just don't know. They play really, really great some games. And then some games you're like, what, And so we're just going to expect their best and hope that our best is better.
Yeah. That's awesome, Coach. Last thing here, just what do you think about what are you going to need from McGraw? What are you going to need from the 12th man? Or I guess in basketball it's the sixth man. Just the fans and the atmosphere that you guys expect, really for both of those, but especially for our whiteout on Friday night.
We always have a really great turnout this year. We've had a great turnout of fans, parents, just community members that come to watch. I think that my hope is that we can get our students more involved in the girls' game.
Yeah.
Boys, it's exciting. It's fun. It's fast. And so we're really needing and wanting that student section to be packed and full of white. And I know Amanda has a lot of really great things that are planned for Friday. So we need everybody. We would love to have the whole student section and the whole home side full. That would be awesome. That would be fun. But we're going to play regardless. Like that's one of the things where it doesn't matter if there's anybody there, we're going to play.
Yeah. I've been telling, I've just been an evangelist for you guys out on the street, just talking about really the quality of basketball you play and the style you play and how fun it is to watch. I've really enjoyed, again, the energy of your program and these ladies. And it's not just a warm up to the boys game.
Yeah.
It's great basketball,
Yeah.
and you're doing a great job. So
you.
we are calling on all the Mustangs
Yes.
to come out strong for that 6 p.m. Friday tip off, as well as it's 1 o'clock on.
Yes,
1 o'clock
Saturday.
on Saturday, yeah. And so, obviously, these ladies are playing hard, blood, sweat, and tears, and it just means so much to them when the stands are full and cheer and there's people cheering. So we're believing for a great and a great turnout for as far as that goes, and environment in McGraw, and looking forward to another 2 big basketball games, and
Yes, sir.
hope you guys can come away from this thing 8-0. That would be awesome.
It would be awesome. It would. Thank you.
Yeah, Coach, thank you so much. It's always great spending time with you. Really appreciate what you do and what you mean, not only to the basketball program, but to the school. Love what you bring to the culture here, and good luck. We're excited.